What is going on, guys? It's Drakesy, and just a quick one before today's video does start. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, because when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway on the channel. The giveaway is going to be for a gift card, whether that be on Microsoft or Sony. The gift card will depend on the platform that you're on. So if you do want a chance to enter this competition, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. What is going on, guys? It's Drakesy back again with the brand new episode of the Atletico Madrid career mode on Soccer Manager 2017. I believe this is episode 5. And if you are just tuning in, I would recommend going back watching the previous episodes just to kind of catch up where we are. And definitely, if you didn't watch last episode, be sure to go and watch that, because as we can see, the result we're on now was the game that we played last episode against Granada, and we beat them 7-1, so it was an absolute smashing. So be sure to go back and watch that if you didn't. But what we are going to do is, anybody that is catched up and all the regular viewers, I'm going to answer a comment or two that have been left from the last episode, and yeah, see what you guys have been saying from the last episode. So the first comment that comes in is from a regular viewer on the channel, and as you can see, this is his comment here. Now, this person actually does tell us that the reason why we are losing money on a weekly basis is to do with the players' wages. Now, stupidly, I totally forgot this was a thing, that you pay your players' wages, as you would expect me to forget it. But it does answer a lot of questions, so thank you very much for your comment. It does actually help us understand this game a little bit better each time we play it. So once again, thank you very much for your comment. It makes a lot more sense why we lose money now on the weekly basis. And he's also suggested us to get a player, and that player is Modric. So we are going to check out Modric, but as you can see in his comment, he said Modric was about 33 to 34 years old, but still a 98 rating for him, so he seems like a very good player. And then at the end of his comment, he says, great video. So thank you very much for your support. It's always handy, and yeah, thank you for helping us understand the game a bit better. Now let's get to Modric. So as we can see, the Croatian genius playing for Real Madrid is actually 31 years old, but he's 95 rated and he's 16 million in value. Now, I do believe the transfer window has closed. It's been a while since I've played this, but yeah, I think the transfer window closed in episode 3 or 4. I can't quite remember. But next transfer window, if this guy is going cheap, then we could potentially sneak in a deal for him and get him for the last couple of years in his career. I don't know if Real Madrid are going to do business with us, being Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Maybe there is a feature in the game where, because we're big rivals, they might not transfer deal with us, but we'll try our best and we'll try and get him because he is a recommendation and he's a high rated player that we could potentially get quite cheap. So thank you very much for your comment once again. The next comment comes in from another regular viewer, and as you can see, their comment does say, I believe it was Man Like Henry. I can't see the comment as I'm speaking, so I'm trying to just remember at this point. But I believe Man Like Henry, in his comment on screen, says something along the lines of trying to keep to a 4-4-2 formation. So that's something that we'll try and look and do if our formation isn't working out. For the time being, with us just beating Granada 7-1, we're going to stick with the formation we've just used in the tactics. We're not going to change anything whilst things are good. But if things start going wrong and we need a bit of help, then as we can see, this comment does suggest us to try and switch to the 4-4-2 formation and sticking with it in the league and the Champions League. So that's kind of a risky move, but for him, he says it worked. He actually won both the league and the Champions League. So if that is true, then that's definitely something we might look at doing. But also, he does suggest us trying to invest in youth. At the moment, as we can see, our money at the top bar is actually only 144k, so we're very, very scringy on cash at the moment. Got no cash in the club at the moment, but I'm sure if we start winning games and getting further into tournaments, then we'll start grabbing some more cash, and then we can invest in the youth, like you said, Atletico do in real life. But once again, thank you for a fantastic comment. And now the next and final comment for this first part of the video is going to be in from the YouTube user Dark Savages, I think it is. I once again can't see the name, but you'll see it on your screen now. And he actually just said, fantastic result, humiliating Granada. As we've mentioned, we beat them 7-1, so he's saying congratulations on that. So thank you very much. It was very, very fun watching that game. And then he's also said hopefully more clean sheets. I definitely agree with that. We have a very very strong defence and goalkeeper, so there's nothing that should be stopping us getting more clean sheets, but we'll try and lay out the team a bit more defensive if we're against bigger teams to get those clean sheets up as well. But thank you very much for your comments, guys. If you have any comments, be sure to get them down in the comment section. But for now, we're going to get into the video, and if anything starts messing up, if we start losing games, then once again we have a lot of suggestions for formations and lineups that you guys have commented, so we'll bring those comments in per game as we're going through. But for the time being, let's just get into the episode. So one of our big rivals, Real Madrid, has got a game coming up against Sevilla, a pretty decent team to be honest over these last couple of years, so it's going to be an interesting game. Fingers crossed Sevilla get the big win against our rivals. Sadly, that's not the way it went. In fact, Real Madrid demolished them, beating them 3-0, getting the clean sheet and getting 3 goals. We're going to check the match report to see who got the goals. As we can see, Bale got 2 goals, a fantastic game for him. Cruz got a goal, Pepe, Modric and Ronaldo getting the assists in the game as well. Those are pretty good stats as well. When we actually look here, guys, total shots from each team, sorry, total shots on target should I say. Both teams got 4 shots on target. Out of 4 shots on target, Real Madrid got 3 goals, so that's pretty good going for them. But for Sevilla, they had 4 shots on target, and in fact none of them went in, and Keylor Navas got man of the match. So it's good to keep an eye on your rivals and see how they're lining up and how they're doing. So our next match up is a Champions League match, and we're actually against Dynamo Kiev in the group stages, I still think at the moment. Looking at some of their better players, they actually have Yarmolenko. Now I do know a bit about this guy. I remember him from the Euros playing for Ukraine, I think it is. I think he got quite a few goals in the last Euros competition. He did pretty well, and as we can see he's a 90 rated, so he's a decent player. And they also have a few other players, but I can't really think of their faces to the names. I can't really picture them at the moment, but all round decent ratings for players, so not going to be an easy match per se. So this is the lineup we're going to be going for. We're going to be sticking with the same formation from last episode. That's the 4-1-3-2. It did well for us against Granada. We don't want to change anything. The instructions we have on are these, so if you do want to check that, that's what we've got going. But we're lining up with a pretty strong team. We're going to be swapping in Godin, who I believe had a red card, so we didn't manage to get a couple of games last episode. We're also going to be bringing in Juanfran for this guy. I can't really pronounce his name, but I've seen him before in FIFA and about in other football-like things. And then we've got Niguez. We're going to keep him at centre mid. He's doing a pretty good job there. But we're going to be bringing in Griezmann at centre attacking mid. The youngster De Houd recently just transferred. We want to be giving him a shot. We're going to keep Carrasco and Gamero both in the team because they're both doing fantastic after last episode. And then we're also going to be bringing on Sanabria, another youngster. Going to give them a shot in the first team, and then we'll go from there with the team. On second thought, guys, I just checked Sal Niguez's fitness. I saw it was a bit lower at 96, so what we are going to do is we're just going to bring on Gabby, and hopefully he can do a decent job there as well. So this is the lineup for them, a decent lineup. Funnily enough, they've not actually put Yarmolenko on the starting team for them. So have they gone for a weaker team? I'm not too sure. Interesting. I did see this guy in their players before, so I know that he's like an 88 or an 89 rated player. So they have some decent players, but funnily enough, not put their star player on the pitch. So the match is going to be kicking off, and we've kicked off with possession. Straight away a highlight, it's going to be a free kick, Griezmann taking it, and it is a goal. What a fantastic free kick on the edge of the box, basically a penalty. Gamero dribbling it through to Sanabria, back onto Gamero, and then a 1-2 back onto Sanabria, the youngster getting a goal in the Champions League. Gamero again dribbling with the ball, Griezmann taking a shot from outside the box, but luckily their goalkeeper's there to stop it. Once again, Godin, he needs to chill out. He's coming in with some rash tackles. Jeez, I know you're getting old, mate, but calm down. Looks like another attack for them. It's going to be a set-piece corner, but Oblak is all over it like he always is. So that's going to be the half-time whistle. We're going to be coming in at a 2-0 leading point so far. So we're doing pretty well, if I may say so myself. As we all know so far in this game, if you do swaps or you do any substitutions at half time, the game it's got a little bit of a glitch where it doesn't count them. So we're going to go a minute into the second half and then do our substitutions. But so far I'm kind of happy. I don't want to risk Godin getting a red card, so maybe we'll sub him off, and depending on fitness we might swap off another couple of players. Example being Gamero going down to about an 87. And Gabby's not doing too well either, but for the time being I'm not too bothered. I think everybody's doing pretty well. So we're going to be starting that second half with Dynamo Kiev doing the kick-off. Any minute now they have kicked off, so we're going to pause it and do our substitutions. It is a bit of a risk, guys, but we are actually going to be doing our 3 substitutions at around about half time. So fingers crossed nobody else does anything rash. Maybe it's a bit of a silly mistake, but to be honest, I just want to make sure that everybody is well and fit. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing on Savic for Godin. We're actually going to be bringing on Fernandez for Gabby, I think it was. Yes, in the centre mid position. And then we're actually going to be bringing on another new signing. That's Mohamedi. We're going to be bringing him on for Gamero because he's gone down to 86 fitness. And we might want him for the next game. So we've got the highlight here of us doing the substitutions. Nothing too interesting going on just yet. Oh no, this is what I didn't want. Oh no. Oh no. See, this is what I was thinking maybe a player will get a yellow card, but Sanabria's actually gone down injured. Do we have to play with 10 men? Is this a thing? I don't know what we have to do now. I think we have to carry on playing with just 10 men. Oh, I knew that was a stupid mistake. Right, well, we might have to just play with 10 men for the time being, but... well, guys. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can do any substitutions. Can you swap these players back out? Can you do that? I don't know. Can we do this? Is this going to allow it? Is it allowing it? Okay. I think it's actually allowed it, guys. Yep. Has it allowed it? Is it going to say no? Yes, I didn't think it would. Yeah, so we're just going to have to... Right, I say what we do is we take Koke off, yep, there. And then we're just going to... Right, so this is what we're going to run with for the time being. We're just going to lose our centre attack in mid. Maybe this is a silly mistake. We are 2-0 up in the 60th minute. I think we can hold this game. Yeah, but for the time being, we're going to bring up Griezmann to the centre, from the centre attacking mid to the striker position. And then I think we might change our instructions to, let's say a normal tempo, and let's say mentality, let's say a bit more defensive. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop the 2 centre backs back as well. So this is going to be the lineup we're going to go for. We're going to go a bit more defensive. We want to hold on to this. We want to be getting good results in the Champions League. So we've actually got a highlight, and as I expected, it is going to be a Dynamo Kiev as we have gone defensive. Gimenez getting a yellow card. Guys, chill out. We're in the 80th minute. Just hold it. Keep the clean sheet. It looks like we've done it, and yes, we have got the 2-0 victory over rivals Dynamo Kiev. It's looking pretty good, guys. Sadly, one of the goal scorers, Sanabria, did actually pick up an injury. We're going to see how long that is. Fingers crossed it's not a big one. But Griezmann manages to get a goal. I didn't know Griezmann got the goal. My mistake. I thought it was... I can't remember who I thought it was. Oh yeah, of course he did. He got the free kick at the beginning of the game. Never mind that. He also got man of the match, so well done to him, getting a 10 rating out of 10. So looking pretty good overall, guys. So as we can see, we've got the report in for Antonio Sanabria and his injury. Sadly, the youngster, 20 years old, has had pretty bad injury. He's actually broken his ankle, so it's no little injury. It's not like a bruised elbow or I don't know, a scratched ear. It's nothing tiny. He's actually got a broken ankle. He's going to be out for 11 weeks, so it's not too bad. I mean, it would have been worse if it was somebody like Gamero or somebody along the lines of Griezmann, a bigger player. So I'm kind of happy that it was a youngster, but still, fingers crossed he gets better soon and he can get back into the team and scoring those goals. So one of our youngsters, I believe, a 21-year-old called Yuri. Is that Yuri? Yuri? I'm going to call him Yuri for now, but as we can see, he's actually gone up from a 77 to a 78 from training. He's looking pretty good for a youngster, not too bad. I believe that is the Ukraine flag. So we were speaking about Ukraine players in the last game, Yarmolenko. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, probably not going to be getting into the first team. So the results are in from the second day of fixtures in the Champions League. Some interesting results. Olympiacos beating Real Madrid. Quite interesting. Leicester beating Barcelona. What is going on with the big two this year? I am not quite sure. Kind of expected results. I mean, Benfica did pretty well. So to be honest, I mean in real life that is. In this game they've done awful. But you know, Benfica are a pretty decent team. So it's kind of odd to see them lose. Any interesting results, and then Paris Saint-Germain, but Arsenal absolutely smashing PSV. So we've got our next matchup against Real Betis, and we're actually at the Vicente Calderón, which is our home ground. And for some reason though guys, I believe at the Vicente Calderón this year, we've actually been worse than when we've been away from home. So fingers crossed we can change that form and start winning some games, but this will be an interesting game. We are near the beginning of the season, but Real Betis are sitting in 4th place in the league, whereas we're sitting at 10th. But their last couple of results anyway, we can see they've actually had a loss and a draw. So they've actually had worse form than us in our last 3 games. We've had 2 wins and a loss. They've actually had a draw, a loss and a win. So they're still not doing too good overall. Their star player is their goalkeeper, which will be good to see when he comes up against some of our vicious attacking players. So I'm hoping for good results all round. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what goes on. Let's get into the match. So guys, this is the lineup we are going for in this game. It's a pretty interesting lineup, to be honest. We've gone for the same formation, but we've actually swapped about a few players, brought in some of the regulars again when we had a very good game. We've actually swapped out Griezmann for the time being, but we've swapped Koke back into centre attacking mid, brought Mehmedi back on, Niguez is back into the squad, Gimenez and Savic lining up as centre backs because Godin's suspension was in the league, so that was my mistake. He has still got a suspension. But up top, we're bringing in one of the old boys, Fernando Torres. He's actually 90 rated in this game, guys, so he could be pretty good for us. And then we've also got Gamero next to him. Obviously, Gamero's a star player at the moment. He didn't score last game, but we'll see how he gets on in this game. Fingers crossed he has a good result, but depending on if he does or doesn't, we've always got Griezmann on the bench. The instructions we've actually changed up a bit. We're going to go attacking. Maybe we'll just chill out. We'll go normal tempo, but we're actually going to go attacking mentality. Fingers crossed that helps us against their star man goalkeeper, but there's no sayings to what will go on in this match. Let's get it underway. So the game is kicking off, and it is Real Betis kicking off with the possession. Oh, it is a highlight here. Torres dribbling with the ball onto Carrasco. Carrasco onto, I couldn't even see who that went onto, but still their goalkeeper's there. So we're pretty dominant. I'm happy with the team. I don't want to change much up at the moment. Maybe we should just bring on Griezmann. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Well, I can't really speak to you because obviously I'm recording this before you are watching it. But you know what? We're not going to do any substitutions anyway because it's half time. We'll go to about the 60th minute and see where we're standing at that moment. And then, yeah, potentially do some subs then. So once again, Gamero and us kicking off with the ball. And the play is underway. Now it's an attack already. Koke onto Gamero. Gamero onto Torres. I was going to substitute Torres off, but thank God we didn't. 1-0 up against 4th place in the league, Real Betis. The legend that is Fernando Torres. What a guy. We're going to pause it. Oh, are we going to pause it here, guys? I don't know. Yeah, let's just play this highlight. As we can see, Torres running with the ball onto Mehmedi. Oh, but Adnan, the goalkeeper, is there to save it. Is it Adnan? I think it was Adan, actually. But Adan, their goalkeeper, managed to save it. What we're going to do is we're going to do some substitutions here, guys. So I'm going to put the players on, get some more players into the team, and then we'll see where we stand at that point. So the players that we're going to be substituting off are Fernando Torres, Sal Niguez and Yannick Ferreira Carrasco. The players we're going to be bringing on are Gabi, we're going to be bringing on Gaitan, and we're actually going to be bringing on the big man Griezmann. Fingers crossed we can get something else from this game, solid it up at a 2-0 kind of scoreline. But I am a little bit unsure whether we can keep this, but fingers crossed. All my fingers, all my toes, everything on my body crossed that we can at least keep the clean sheet and the winning goal. So come on guys, don't mess this up. So the substitutions are taking place at the 76th minute. Coming on to the 90th minute now. Come on, no more highlights. I'm happy with that, guys. A 1-0 victory over Real Betis. It's not the biggest victory, but it is a home victory, and that's all that matters. Fernando Torres scoring at the home games. Always good, probably getting the crowd riled up. As we can see, Jose Gimenez, the youngster centre-back kind of guy, getting a 9 rating, getting man of the match. Not too bad there. Gamero getting the assist. Torres getting the goal. Always good to see a good striking force up top. But yeah, I'm happy with the guys so far. Some more results and fixtures from the week's games in La Liga. The main games I want to be looking at are against the big two teams, Barcelona and Real Madrid. So we're going to skip this ahead. Barcelona won. Not the worst thing in the world, not the best really though. We're probably still going to be on track to be beating them, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's see some other results. Athletic Club, Las Palmas both winning. Ooh, but Real Madrid managed to get only a draw. That is good stuff. Big rivals, Real Madrid, only pulling a draw against Real Sociedad. It's good to see, guys. We're just going to check the table quickly. So as we can see at the moment, Real Madrid are somehow still sitting up in 3rd position after playing 7 games, but they're not doing too good at the moment. Pulling a draw, we can definitely get up into that top places. Barcelona just behind us. Some of the big teams not doing too well, but oh my god guys, look at Valencia. Valencia are doing absolutely incredible. Another player has increased in ratings, and this is going to be Roberto Nunes, going up from a 75 to a 76. Good for the youngster, once again probably not going to get into the first team. Now guys, this upcoming match is going to be an interesting one. It's actually going to be in the Cup, so it's not going to be in the Champions League, it's not going to be in the league overall, so I'm thinking I'm not too bothered about the Cup competitions, but then at the same time I don't want to get kicked out of the Champions League and not win the league and then have nothing to show for it. But I think what I'm actually going to do for the time being is just play a group of youngsters and not be too bothered about the result from this game. So yeah, I think I'm going to play quite a few youngsters into the squad, get them into the squad, get them some playing time, see how they do. If they do well, we could maybe promote them into the first team a bit more. But yeah, a decent team, Las Palmas, but I'm not too bothered about the result. So this is the lineup we're going to be going for, guys. A lot of youngsters and kind of lesser played players into the team for this game. We're actually going to stay with the same formation because I don't want to change anything up from that. I do like this formation so far, but as we can see, we've got the player who I said I can't pronounce the name of. If you can know how to pronounce his name, please let me know in the comment section below. But for now, we'll just call him VR for virtual reality, and those are the first 2 letters in his name. So virtual reality guy on the right back position. Then we've got Jimenez and the youngster Hernandez, the youngster defender that is, going in at the centre back position. We've also got Moya in there, the backup goalkeeper. We're going to keep Luis on because we haven't got that good of a backup left back, so we're going to keep him there. Then we're going to we've got Partey. Is it Partey? I think Thomas Partey, the youngster from I think he's from Africa somewhere. I think it's Ghana maybe. He's a decent centre mid, got an 85 rating, so he's coming in. We're going to keep Mohamedi and Dahoud, the youngsters and recent transfers. Well, just call him recent transfers, should I say. We're going to push Niguez up the pitch as well to see how he performs there as well. We'll push him forward as well to see how he does as an attacking player. Then we've got a decent player, Searchy, I think it is. He's 89 rated. He's an older player, but he's just sitting on the bench, so we'll give him some game time. And then we've got quite a versatile youngster here that we're going to play for a few games. As we can see, he's only 75 rated here, but he can also play attacking, centre attacking mid. He can play right attacking mid, left attacking mid. He can play as a forward on any of the 3 forward positions, that is, as well. Right forward, left forward, centre forward. So a decent player, quite versatile up front. So if we can get his rating up, he'll be pretty good. So this is the lineup they're going for. We're going to just get straight into the match. and the match is about to kick off and we are kicking off with the ball. So we're getting a highlight here and it actually looks like a highlight for them, but Moya all over it, not letting them get in the goal, showing his worth when it is his turn in the team. Dahoud with a fantastic ball, and the youngster, what is that? LABRA, we're going to call him LABRA, but as we can see, the versatile youngster that we were talking about getting game time, actually using his time in the team to get a goal. Niguez going forward, Niguez showing he's good up front as well. Potentially we could push Niguez up the pitch. I wasn't expecting a decent result, guys, but it looks like we could even get a good victory here. Nice pulling down on that ball, Moya, not letting anything go past him. Come on, guys. We've got a decent team lining up here. Dahoud running around with that ball, not letting anybody get a chance. Cersei, I'm not too sure on the pronunciation. The older player, 89 rated. I think he's about 31 or 2 years old, getting a decent result as well. Moya all over that, not letting anybody get past him. So guys, we're coming in at half time and that was an incredible first half. For basically a backup team, a team that I wasn't expecting much from, as you can see, I actually put all our good players in kind of each position on the bench. So I was thinking if we go down a goal, we've got Oblak. If we need some goals, we've got Griezmann. If we need a more solid centre mid, we've actually got Gabi. Carrasco's always good for us. Fernandez, another decent centre mid if we need him. So I was kind of thinking, keep solid players on the bench just in case, but that is absolutely not needed. We're 3-0 up, guys. 3 fantastic goals from all of the players in the team, showing that we've got a fantastic backup to our first squad. And yeah, potentially this cup can be the time for all these players to show their worth and opportunities in the team. So for the time being, I'm not going to make any substitutions, and it is actually Las Palmas kicking off with the ball. So as we can see, Niguez running forward onto the youngster LABRA, back onto Niguez I think that was, but Lorenzo, their goalkeeper's on it. A corner coming in from number 9, onto who? I don't know who got that. Luis is on the ball, that is a mess up, complete mess up, but nothing came of it. Waiting for one more highlight, that highlight has come, and as we can see, LABRA onto Niguez. That's a decent partnership between those two players, but Lorenzo, their goalkeeper's on it. LABRA again with the ball forward to Cersei. Is this a goal? It is another goal. A fantastic ball from the youngster LABRA. And then Cersei just finishes it off like the veteran he is. I don't want to change anything in this squad, guys. If we concede a goal, I was going to say it's not too bad, but Moya is not letting that happen today at all. So we're on the 76th minute, guys. We're doing pretty good, and we're going to get some substitutions in just quickly to keep the players' fitness not too low. So for fitness reason, guys, we're actually going to take off Niguez and Partey. I think it is Partey. We're going to just call him that anyway. But we're going to bring off Niguez because we do like using him in multiple games. He was just in because we were testing him as a centre attacking mid. And may I just say he's done fantastic. But we're going to swap on Carrasco. We're going to give Carrasco a shot at centre attacking mid just to round up the game. We're also going to bring on Gabi for Thomas. Because as we can see, he's gone down to 91 fitness, but nevertheless had a fantastic game. And as we learnt from last game, we're only going to do 2 substitutions in case a player gets injured or gets a card and we want to swap them off. So the substitutions of Niguez and Gabi, I think it was, no, Niguez and Cersei coming off. There's a highlight going on and I'm just talking about the substitutions here, guys. But as we can see, look at that, Carrasco is on and he's making an impact. They were messing up at the back then, and you don't mess up when Carrasco is about because he will sort you out big time. And as we can see, Carrasco managed to get a goal, only coming on for like the last 15 minutes, and he can still make something happen. That guy is legitimately a legend. Dahoud, the youngster, getting 2 assists, not too bad for him. Niguez getting a goal, Cersei getting an assist and 2 goals, and then LABRA, the youngster who's come out of nowhere, a fantastic player, actually got an assist and a goal. For a youngster, that is fantastic, and only giving him a 7 rating is outrageous. For some reason, their goalkeeper got man of the match. I think that's a glitch in the game. We won 5-0, so I doubt you were the man of the match. My personal opinion, I think I'm going to give the youngster LABRA man of the match. If I was to pick somebody, he's a youngster, he's come out of nowhere, not played a game for us, he's coming straight into the first team and showing us his worth. So fantastic game for him, but all round fantastic result for the team. So guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. This is the league as it stands at the moment. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving this career mode at the moment. We're doing fantastic. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything you want us to do in the next episode, episode 6 that will be, then be sure to get it in the comment section below. If it's a formation, I'll try and do it, but I can't always get round to it because I kind of want to stick to a solid base of formations rather than changing it each game. But yeah, so far we're not doing too bad. We're doing pretty good. I'm happy with the team. And yeah, can't wait to make some more additions in the next transfer window. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Drakesy, and see you in a bit.